Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Gaming Nerd Live. I'm your host, the Gaming Nerd, and I'm talking to absolutely nobody right now, so I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. It is the Alpine. Oh, these are perfect. Why is it the shittier teams have the better graphics? Oh man. These slightly higher angle. Do you have anything like that for me, Google? I'll take it. Oh, wait, there we go. Is that 2023? Yes, it is. Is that a model? Yes, it is. That's better. Okay, I'll take this one. So few to choose from. Pretty much all the exact same image over and over again. We'll take this one. Okay. No, wait, no, I want something with higher resolution than that. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Should be the last one, I think. I don't think that one. Do I need something else? Oh, I need the Haas. I need the Haas. Nobody wants Haas. Haas makes some pretty cool stuff, just not F1 cars. I'm just talking to nobody. Nothing going on, guys. Feel free to say hello. I wish I could see when people join, not just participate. Although I imagine that'd be a huge, much more massive burden on YouTube servers. Knowing everything I know about servers, which is very little. I think that's supposed to go away. I don't know. Just looking for basic outline. I mean, it's going to occupy like a quarter of the page at the end of it, so. Yeah, there we go. How's that? That looks better, I guess, kinda-ish, maybe so. We'll see. Nobody joining the chat tonight, huh? Believe it or not, this is the hardest part of the whole project. Getting people cutting their pictures out is actually a lot easier. People are less intricate than the control surfaces of a, I guess they're not control surfaces, but the surfaces of an F1 car. This one is what, actually, of all the people, because the people, you don't see their faces while you're driving, right? You only see their helmets. But cars, you can tell them apart, obviously, because they look different. And so this is a guide for her to be able to see what the cars look like, to quickly refer to it. I guess I'll make a summary page too. It might help. I never thought about that. Oh boy. Yeah, some interesting rule changing going into effect in F1 this year. Actually, every year they do rule changes. They try to shake it up, keep things competitive, right? Then things stay static. That's when people gain an advantage. It's a strange place for Pitot. I think, no, that's part of the tire. That is part of the sidewall. I'm glad I didn't start erasing it already. This is one of the little winglets that are put over the tires for some reason. It's supposed to, I guess, prevent vortex formation. Like, it's the freaking aerodynamics thoughts that go into this. And what's funny is that, like, one of the most valuable tools in terms of aerodynamics and testing and that sort of thing is what they call CFD, or computer fluid dynamics. Computed fluid dynamics, CFD. Anyways, long story short is use a computer to do wind tunnel testing whenever you can, because wind tunnels are big and expensive, and especially in something like F1, it's hard to find a tunnel that has the right capabilities. In fact, I believe there is only one wind tunnel in the world that has the capabilities. And when I say capabilities, I mean a fan that's capable of doing upwards of 300 kilometers an hour or more, and a floor that also does 300 kilometers an hour or more. Because if you've ever seen an F1 car in a wind tunnel, it's time for a little side break here. The floor moves as fast as the wind does, because it's much more realistic, right? Pardon my yawning. Here we go.
If you are a fan
of... wow, my eardrums. We're gonna mute that. This thing is crazy. Watch this. I think they've got fans blowing. They do a demo. Hang on, that's not a very good video of it. There we go. Watch this. Yes, that is a floor that's doing 200-300 kilometers an hour. Yeah, pretty crazy. And so at the end of the year, they would total up. There's two things. There's the Drivers' Championship, and then there's the Constructors' Championship. And the Constructors obviously are the people who made the car. And each constructor has a max of 2 cars in the race. There's been constructors with fewer than 2 in the past, but it's not very often. Anyways, when the Constructors' Championship is settled, they determine who gets to do what for next year. If you came in last place, they have these things called upgrade points. So it's like in a video game, you spend the upgrade points doing things to your engine, your suspension, your body, your brakes, power steering, things like that. And hybrid systems. Not everybody knows that the modern F1 cars are hybrids. Anyways, the team with the fewest amount of points gets the most. The team who comes in last place in the Constructors' Championship gets the most points for upgrades. They also have an allotment of hours with the supercomputer that does the virtual wind tunnel testing. Hang on here. We're going to have to play with this a little bit more in the alpha layer. Visible. No. Add layer mask. There we go. Show layer mask. Alright. Well, first things first. We're going to get rid of this. And this. Any more? We got this. I got this. Okay. 2. And fill it with black. And go over here. Redo this a little bit. Nope. Okay. And now when we say show layer, or get rid of disable show layer, all that area is now white. It's see-through. So on the alpha map, white is opaque and black is see-through. Jesus Christ, why am I yawning so much? I had plenty of sleep. Oh, I can tell the crowd is thrilled. Okay. Gotta get in here and clean this up a little bit. I guess there's a little spot in here that can be cleaned up. Hey, we got a viewer. Who are we talking to? Somebody say hello. I'm just sitting here talking to myself for 20 minutes. Oh, the silent type, huh? Playing hard to get. I see it. I get you. This won't be what we're doing forever tonight, but I do need to get a little bit of this done because it is my mother's birthday tomorrow, and this booklet is for her. And as I like to say, if it wasn't for the last minute, nothing would get done. Come on, viewer, say something. Don't leave me hanging here, bro. No. Zero viewers. Dun dun dun. Oh boy. I think this is the last one too, so that'll be nice. Get that going for us. I need to clean up some mess around this thing. Alright. Collapse that layer mask. Control A. Control C. Paste that into here. Come on. You can do it. Oh, for fuck's sakes. You go away. I don't want you on this taskbar anymore. Size. Where's the crop button? Crop. Well, I got no viewers. Fun times. Okay. Okay. It's a C43, now it's the VF23, and we're done. No, it's not that. It's not delivery. That's not what they're running. I don't know if they broadcast that. There we go. Oh man, it's so dark. Hang on. Color white. Oh, so much better, but not accurate. It's closer. Yeah, why not? We'll go with this one. It's a friggin' toy model. I don't care. I mean, honestly, it's gonna be at the bottom, like quarter of a page, anyways. Not really a big difference between that and the last one that I did. Do. Alright, we need some tunes. Need some viewers would be nice, but some tunes are fine. Oh, hey, super early today. Yeah, I've been on for like a half hour. Or 17 minutes, I guess. What's going on? Nothing major going on tonight, Pero, before you say. But I do have something I want to finish before we go into the Barrow stuff. But I figured, hell, I'm on the computer anyways. Why not make it a thing? So... Ah, crap. Lights are flickering. If the light power goes out and I lose my connection, I apologize in advance. New Brunswick has shitty electrical infrastructure. So what's up today, Pero? Nothing much. Well, we're all in the same boat then, it sounds like. I gotta show you something really cool. Oh my goodness. I made the coolest discovery today, and I've never it's motivating me to learn an entirely new programming language simply to use this thing more than I can right now. My understanding of Python is very basic. Force choke. For what? For bear drama? Hang on here. Oh, Haas. Are you in? Did you watch F1 at all, Pero? If you're not, you shouldn't. Like it's such a like. I know there's a lot of influencing on sports these days, and as far as I know, like of course everything's gonna have its forces behind the scenes, like anything else in this world. But I can't watch hockey anymore because it's far too clearly like the refs are the ones that play the games, not the friggin' players. They're just actors. The whole world's a stage, as the saying goes. But F1, it's hard to fake, man. You got the pit crew, you got the team principal, you got the drivers, you got the car. If you need to organize that, you'd have to do it so carefully, and you'd have to have everybody on board. That's just it, right? You couldn't just say me and these three friends. You need like every single person need to be on board from. Now that being said, what's that? MotoGP, that's motorcycle, is it not? The violent motorcycle crashes. You want violence? One of my favorite games of all time was Burnout takedown. You would earn boost by forcing your opponents into the wall or into oncoming traffic where they would cause like mayhem, and the more mayhem and damage you cost, the more boost you got from it. You could earn boost by driving in the oncoming lane. You could earn boost by ramming into other vehicles. It was pretty... Hey, look, all of these moving violations. Let's make a game out of it. Oh, if you say, hang on. God, not Killer Instinct. What's the one with, friggin' ice cream truck with a clown head on the top that shoots missiles? Oh, Road Rage. How old are you, Paro? Just out of curiosity. Because we seem to have a lot of parallel interests, and a lot of them I find to be common to my age group. Well, peers, I would call them. Maybe not my age group. No, it was, oh, shit. Hang on. I can close that. I think it was for PlayStation. Ice cream truck. Battle. What's it called? Twisted Metal. Oh my god, Twisted Metal. Yeah, this was this is a cosplay of an ice cream truck from the game. That is so cool. Turn 24 this year. No, yes, see? Hey, you know what I'm talking about. And as my grandfather used to say, I might be 38, 39 this year, but actually, Jesus Christ, I'm 40 this year. Oh my God. My grandfather used to say, you're only as old as the woman you feel. Yeah, he was a little lich. He was a gross old man, I guess. But, I promise we won't be doing this the whole time. I just need to finish these godforsaken cars. And then I just gotta do the faces. Hey, some people don't even enter teenagehood. They spend their whole life being children. Me, on the other hand, I don't know. I'm just perma student, I guess. Boom, boom, boom. My dad has a poem that he's forced me to learn, and I'm guessing it's because he wants it read as his eulogy. And like when I say my dad likes to plan ahead, I'm not joking. It's The Man in the Glass. And it's something a lot of people could learn from these days, because I find there's a lot of people just don't. The way they act, like the anonymity of the internet has given the human race a perspective on itself that we didn't really have before, and we didn't know what happens when you give somebody anonymity, and it turns out it's not good. Armchair social justice warriors, and you got Karens left and right. But when you get what you want for your struggle for self, and the world makes you king for a day, just go to a mirror and look at yourself and see what that man has to say. For it isn't your brother or husband or wife whose judgment upon you must pass. The fellow whose verdict counts most in your life is the one looking back from the glass. Something like that. It goes on for like 3 more verses. He's a fellow to please, and never mind all the rest, for he's with you clear to the end. And you've passed your most difficult, dangerous test if the man in the glass is your friend. Yeah, oh yeah, my dad ain't shallow. He can be many things, but shallow is not one of them. Who's a second viewer? Who goes there, friend or foe? R6S lobbies. I don't know what an R6S is. Am I going to regret saying that out loud, or? Oh. I like this song. That's a good one. Ready? Oh. Oh my goodness. I take far too much pleasure out of the tiniest little things. Yeah, thank you. I thought so. Assassin's Creed really hit the floor when I say hit the floor, I mean like really hit the market. When I was in the midst of the throes of the end of my second master's degree, and like I haven't until I had met Barotrauma, and Barotrauma just happened to be at a certain point in my life when I could spend like, hang on. Hang on here, give me a sec. There's a point in my life where I could spend approximately 5,421.4 hours of my life in a video game. I'm not one to invest the kind of hours that I have into Barotrauma, and I didn't really until I started designing subs and making controllers and making videos and stuff. So Assassin's Creed just never hit my radar because of bad timing. I've heard good things. It seems kind of propagandist. I've noticed a lot of pro-Western themes, I guess. And the concept of a wrist knife is ludicrous to me. But that's... Being a mechanical engineer sucks sometimes because it ruins everything. Like, there's no magic to anything anymore. I don't want to say propagandist, it's pro-Western, right? There's never any... I don't know. I don't want to get into that debate. I gotta be careful. You might have noticed I try to stay away from, sensitive topics, shall we call them, on this. Although ever since I've turned my PVR off, I've been a lot more liberal about what I've been saying. And nobody can go back and read what I've done. I'm again, power of anonymity. There we go. Now let's see what it looks like. Boom. Oh, I forgot to cut this out. Damn it. This is the last one. Oh, shit. My brush is super soft. I'm playing it around 13, 14. I'm curious to see what all the hype is all about. Okay. When did video games descend into just quick time events like God of War, man? I will always love God of War, even though I've never played it. Because the guy who does the voiceover for Kratos is the same guy who played Teal'c in Stargate SG-1, believe it or not. There's very few games I've played with that kind of loyalty, I guess. The Burnout series is one. It's TEAL''C. He's the one of the Jaffa. He's the guy that joins the team. Big, tall, black guy. Super nice, apparently. I've seen, never met the guy, but I actually know a few people that have interacted with him with like Comic Cons and stuff. And apparently super, super nice. But like, when you see, hang on, I want you to, like, this is God of War. Kratos is this guy, big honkin' white guy, well, white and red guy, right? Teal'c is this guy. I'm not trying to be racist, but I'm just saying, like, not who I expect to be playing the voice. But hang on, let's mute this for a sec. Hang on, you'll hear it. Hang on, where's my Winamp? Okay, we're gonna do this. All right, Kratos monologue, God of War. All right. No, always, yeah. No, they've always been this guy. Hang on here. Yeah. Where's the speech? Oh, I've muted the site. Damn it.
That are willing to sacrifice everything. If that is the cost of vengeance, so be it.
Okay, now. You heard that, right?
Nothing I have done since turning against the Goa'uld will make up for the atrocities I once committed in their name.
Like, that's totally the same guy. Oh, here we go. Nope. If you've never seen Stargate SG-1, it's the longest continuous running television sci-fi in the history of sci-fi, more than any Star Trek, more than, like, there's more seasons of Star Trek and more seasons of Doctor Who, but they never ran continuously. Teal'c's hilarious because he's not human, right? So everything human is new to him.
Trying to make yourself sick? Well, Thor forgot to take the need for refrigeration into account, so I figured we'd start with the frozen stuff. That's good. I'll buy that.
He's always got this very deep, authoritative, and factual, but never over-talkative. He just says exactly what needs to be said.
Jonas, first time going up against a replicator, eh? I think I have a pretty good idea.
I forgot about that. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was such a good scene. We got the VF-23 almost done. So I forgot about the thing that I got access to today. So my dad watches this thing called DAZN, and it's a service where you can watch, among other sports, NFL. And the thing is, my dad is this. My dad is very. At one point in time, he's very in tune with the athletic world in certain sports, NBA, NFL, CFL. He's very good, and my dad is. People don't give him credit. He didn't finish a super advanced degree in university. He got his teaching degree. He taught a couple years in high schools, and then he went around to do door-to-door sales for like Grolier encyclopedias, and then he did professional basketball refereeing. Like, we're talking NCAA or higher level, and he doesn't get credit for the stuff that he's done. But anyways, he's in this NFL pool. And if you don't know what I mean by pool, it's basically these guys that online, there's no money exchange. I think it's a $150 buy-in or something. But anyways, you just guess at the beginning of the week which teams are going to win which games. And he's like, of course, there's pools like this all over the place. But my sister, who lives out in BC, well, one of my sisters who lives out in BC, she works for a company called VTV, Vancouver Television, and she's worked with a guy who knows a lot of NFL people, and he really liked my dad at this meet and greet. It's not gambling. Well, okay, it's, if you want to call it gambling, it's very low risk and extremely low reward gambling, because you only get in if there, or you only get a feedback if you're first or second place. I don't even think there's a prize for third. Anyways, but the key is the exclusivity of this pool, because the only people that are allowed to play are like former NFL or commentators or analysts or players themselves, right? There's not many people that are allowed into this pool, because the notion is that, like, oh, well, if you've played NFL, you have superior insight to the NFL, and this pool is on another level than your standard Joe Schmo NFL pool, okay? So here's my dad, 78 years old, never played a game of football in his life. He's taken it like the last 2 years in a row. So anyways, he didn't get, I don't think he got it this year. He came like second or third, but he's just embarrassing all of these people. Yeah. So anyways, he takes his football pretty serious, and he gets this service called DAZN. And DAZN not only lets you watch even the games that are blacklisted, or not blacklisted, but just not listed on standard cable television. But you can watch 4 at a time. You can tile it so you can see 4 games at one time. And so I found out that there's such a service for F1. It's called F1 TV. And I can't show it to you guys because for some stupid reason, Streamlabs doesn't want to show it. But the point is you can watch any onboard. Hang on here. No, I don't want to use Firefox. Wait, Firefox, why are you on my tab? No, go away. Unpin. So you can watch data channels. You can watch telemetry, and you can see like the the overlays for like the throttle position, gear, and RPMs and that sort of thing. For any driver, at any time, at the same time, you can watch all 20 drivers, and the driver tracker, and the telemetry channel, and the international feed, and the live F1 feed from BBC or Sky News, all at the same time. Okay? Pretty cool service. But then I discovered, not only can you access the video feeds, you can access the telemetry that's coming out of these cars, right? So, for example, this, if I can run it, this is the fastest lap times for Verstappen, Tsunoda, and Stroll, who are drivers, and they're not very good, no, progressively worse drivers. Although Stroll, I would say he's better than Tsunoda, and you can tell by the end of this. Well, the x-axis is the lap time, the speed is the y-axis, and the 3 colors are the 3 different drivers. So you can see Verstappen finished earlier than Stroll, who finished earlier than Tsunoda, right? This is just lap time. I can get RPMs. I can get down to, I think, the 10 centimeters. I can get GPS coordinates at 200 millisecond intervals. Like, as you can imagine, for somebody as nerdy as myself, this is like a landmine, or a gold mine, not landmine, gold mine of a data that I want to play with. But that's not for tonight. Okay, we've done. I paste this into the. I did paste this into here. Okay, I'm not going to go. Oh my God, Officer Piastri. We're going to go through this later. A landmine or gold mine. A gold mine full of landmines. There you go. Also known as the 2020 in Fredericton. The 2020 is a bar, for those of you who don't know. It's a cougar bar. So it's a gold mine of landmines. Oh, and if you haven't seen this pair, this is pretty cool. This is the only wind tunnel that they're allowed to use for F1. Not only is the wind tunnel air fans capable of 300 kilometers an hour, but so is the floor. The fucking floor does 300 fucking kilometers an hour. Like, yeah, that's the problem with dirty air. Anyways, dirty air. What are we doing tonight? But We discovered that changing the color of the laser doesn't actually change the color of the laser in game. So that's a problem. Oh, I can do some sprite modification. Oh, I've watched all the Baki, like all of the Baki. By the way, I watched the Watch Red. Yeah, like that swimming pool that he goes through, like the crazy one. It looks like a goddamn muscular dolphin. Which, by the way, thank you. I was just supposed to say for the putting me on that Fishman. The Record of Ragnarok with Buddha and Misery, or whatever his name is, Zero Fuku. That was pretty cool, so thank you for that. Alright, we're going to open some sprite sheets. We need to make some new characters. So, or I can do it a few different ways. You know, let's do it the easy way. Yeah, I don't want to go into it because I don't want to do spoilers, and it's a huge distraction from the actual topic I'm trying to go on today. So, my goal with the next Bring the Hurt miniseries in its chapter is to describe A, how each type of damage applies to the character, and B, which characters are resistant to which and susceptible to which types of damage. But the point is that not all parts of the characters are susceptible. So, if I can remember to try to do this at the same time as I'm talking, you'll notice that when I'm talking, the mouse stops moving. Okay, content, characters. Okay, so for example, the Bone Thresher has. Let's look at the ragdoll, the date over here. We can close this. Yeah, save it. Why not? Why don't I do this? Qualifying speed. All right, let's go back to content. And we'll go not to the Raptor. Let's close all these. I don't even know why these are open. Oh, we're talking about. Did you were you here, Pero, when we were talking about how levels are populated and how when the monster events are triggered? And we're talking about intensity and stuff like that. Were you here for that? Because it might be something you find interesting. Okay, so random events linear difficulty.x. So this will be a super. You know what? I should probably record this because I'll make another video about this later. But you might find this very interesting. This is how when monster attacks are triggered from outside the sub. Right? So when you enter a level, it queues up an event set. Okay? So when you see something like this, right? See, it says event set. Choose random true. Right? That one. For every tag that happens as a child of this tag, when it says choose random equals true, hang on. Yeah, okay. Well, in that case, this is definitely relevant to what you're gonna see. Okay. Also, have you seen the level editor in Barotrauma? Yeah, level editor, and there's a sprite editor, and there's a particle editor. I think there's a sprite editor. I might be thinking of the character editor. Oh yeah, no, it's super easy to get to. Behold the Watcher. Don't lose your mind. Yeah, you just gotta say level editor, and it pulls up the level editor. It's pretty cool. I haven't really figured it out entirely, but it's just one of those things that you can do. Okay. Nope. We gotta go level. Edit level, I think, is a command. No, level. There. Right, and you say generate with these parameters. Doop-de-doo. And ta-da! Here's your whole level, start to finish. Anyways, how can you play a custom level? You just load level. Load it up, give it a name. Look, there's a wreck. right? These are what are these? What is this thing here? It's an Ice Spire. Multiplayer, yeah, you host it. And then when you are the host, you use the server commands. Main path, okay. Anyways, not what I wanted to show you. So this one. Go back to the main menu. You can hyper optimize your station RP server. Cool. All right. So first of all, when you're looking at this thing here, okay, it says events in popular cave, and wherever there's a caves identifier, it will say it'll choose one of these. So I think right now this is event set main difficulty 1 level, max difficulty 10. So yeah, this is this is random events. Anyways, okay, so when you play campaign, I think this is campaign. Event set. This event says designed for single mission multiplayer game mode only, shouldn't be used in the campaign. Okay, so this is when you play multiplayer. So when it creates the level, it creates a physical level, and then it populates the caves and populates the ruins and populates the wrecks, and then it creates triggers for everything else that happens after that. For example, if your difficulty level is between 1 and 10, okay, at the 20-minute mark, right? So 20% mark, going through the laterally x-axis, the distance across the map. Or is it, might be along the main path, I'm not sure. Anyways, 20% of the level, or if you hit a 3-minute mark without reaching 20% of the level, this is triggered. Notice it says choose random equals true. So monster event, this one triggers minimum 2, maximum 3 crawlers, right? Crawler husks, minimum 2, maximum 3. So one of these 6 events is going to get triggered at the 20% mark, right? Notice it says max intensity 0.1. Okay, we're going to come back to that intensity thing in a sec. And then at 40%, 10, 60%, and 80%, there's all these different things, right? And now you'll also see sometime it says commonness. Right, it says choose random equals true, and then you'll see this thing called commonness, like 60. Here you go. Right? When you see commonness, and this also happens in things like if you look at, what's something that drops shit? Mud Raptors. Okay, you look at the Mud Raptor.xml, right? You look at its inventory. So when it dies, the inventory drops whatever the character was carrying, right? Just like a person. So when you see here, it says there's inventory here, and it doesn't say choose random equals true, but you do see this commonness thing, right? So there's hydroxyapatite. Uh-oh. My stream is stuttering. What's my Hang on, this might help if I quit into this. How's that? Is that better? She sells seashells by the seashore. Since PCR is off. Oh, okay. No, I go back. How far was it going back? What was the last thing I said that wasn't tripping? The recording thing. Oh, no. Okay, now what I see. Now I know what you're saying, but when did I start stuttering? I don't know if I can change that in midstream. Hang on, I might be able to. Okay. Well, hang on here. OBS is Streamlabs. Shit ton of Streamlabs agents. Arduino. Why do I got Arduino running? That's one down. I gotta figure out what the fuck those are and how to get rid of them. Freezing for 5 seconds at a time. I don't want to close Steam. Steam's kind of important. Hey, stream's fine again. All right, turned it off and turned it on again. All right, so we have hydroxyapatite. Notice it says slots. Any. Oh, dude, why didn't you say something? Settings, font, text editor. There. How's that? Is that better? Is that easier to read now? I guess, yeah, it's a pretty rough, bad on me for saying, actually, hang on, you know what? I'll show you something cool. This is the programming font comparator. This thing. So we'll say dark theme, because I like a dark theme. And this is, so when you're programming, you want what's called monospace font, where every character is the same width so that all the lines line up, and it's a lot easier to read that way. Consolis is a good one. I like Deja Vu Sans Mono. And Consolado is good. I'll show you what, see the big differences over here between a 1 and a capital I and an L, a pipe, and a big L. Then telling your brackets are apart over here. Right, you want to, hang on, so where's the compare? There you go. This is just, let's find some other good ones. Lucida Console is a good one. If you know anybody who's dyslexic, show them Open Dyslexic as a font. It actually works, and it blew my mind when I showed somebody who was actually dyslexic for the first time. It was like their mind was permanently just unbent for the first time. Like the guy, like those people who wear the glasses that do color blindness. There's glasses that correct color blindness, believe it or not. Source code Pro Medium. I like Roboto. I don't like Poti. Okay, Proggy. Yeah. Yeah. So the way this font works is hang on, see if I can make it bigger. There you go. If you look here at Open Dyslexic, right, the letters are all fat at the bottom. And our brains just associate fat with gravity, and that these ends would be the ones that are pointing down. And dyslexia is not the inability to see letters, it's inability to perceive their proper orientation. So when you have this font, the brain just automatically assumes that end goes down. And it helps with, it doesn't correct all dyslexia, but it helps with some dyslexia. I'm curious, let me know how that goes. I'm curious to see how that goes. Why do they have anti-aliasing off? Like that's, oh, you can't turn it on or off. Okay. All right. So yeah, this one you just scroll over and it'll show you which ones are you can do a direct comparison over what these different fonts look like. Like so far, I'm liking this Fira one. We'll get rid of that one. Don't like that one. I've always liked source code. That's a good one. Monoid, no, I don't like that one. It's fat. It's this one. Yeah, it's nice. See, these ones are both kind of skinny. Droid. Deja Vu. Let's try source code. Okay, overview. I don't know where to get it now. Oh, source code Pro Medium. Yeah, you just click on it, and this takes you to the link. You gotta go to download it. I don't want extra light. I want. Where's the link? Is it all the way at the bottom, really? Oh. Oh, I gotta find the one. I gotta find normal. Was it medium that I was just looking at? Why won't it let me download that? Oh. There you go. Hey, Kyan, I seem to find my stream before it went off. Why not do Control F and search? Okay, well. I don't know what part you joined in on, Kyan, but welcome to the stream. The more the merrier. Although you seem to have displaced Peril looking at the viewer count. Hang Hang on, go back. Oh, I gotta go to the download first and install it. He's here. It's YouTube that lies. Is anybody surprised though? Really? Ghost mode. Which is better, OTFs or TTFs? There's no chat to stream delay. Oh, so you guys can see it on the screen right away? Speaking of which, I don't know if you're here last night, Peril. I've been playing with the EQ on my audio and for the stream, and if this is 8-second delay is fine. Hang on, edit filters. I want to go to my EQ because you are very responsive, and I very much appreciate that. Kaihan, you're doing pretty good yourself. Tell me what you think. Like we can play with the EQ live, and you guys can tell me whether I'm tinny or boomy, or because when I listen to it, it doesn't sound the same as what it sounds like when I download it and listen to it on YouTube, and I don't want to keep downloading my own videos from YouTube just to figure out what. Anyways, what do you think? Too boomy? Like, is there too much bass? Not enough bass? Like this is bass. This is clarity. What they call not presence. Presence is up here. This is clarity. Sounds a bit dry. I don't know. Like, is that too much? Do you want me to get up from there, or is it you want me to go down? Is this making any difference for you guys? No, maybe so. Up sounds better. Okay. Above the line is better. Okay. All right, and like we can make this a little bit more narrow, and we can make it more broad. Like it's, man, EQ is like the hardest part of tuning a stream's audio. I've got the compressor is nice, although I seem to be hitting the reds a lot more than I should be. Hang on, and turn this down a little bit. Sorry. So compressor. When you start reaching really loud levels, hang on here. This might be better if I turn that down. Yeah, there you go. Where was I? Filters. Okay, edit filters. So yeah, the compressor keeps you within a certain range of levelness. As you start getting louder, the compressor dulls it down, and so that it's like volume normalization. And human hearing maxes at 20,000 hertz. What? Sorry, I'm not trying to be a know-it-all. I just when biomedical stuff is kind of my bag. And then there's this guy. This is the other one that's super helpful. This is a de-esser. Watch. Cancels that shit out. You're thinking about trying your hand at being a streamer. Well, let me tell you, you can pay money for these filters that I'm using now, or you can't. I'll let you know in Discord how to go the other way. Oh no, man, this technical stuff is just details that you get into. You don't really have to. The audio sounds so much better. Like, check this out. This is what my audio sounds like without filters. This is what my audio sounds like with filters. Wait, you don't want... Wait, filters bad? Oh no, is it bad? I can't hear myself. There's no monitor. Okay. It's a video. Just don't go video. Please, no video. No, oh God, why? My eyes. EQ close. Okay, we'll leave that for now. What is going on? This one, this beastie here is the most important one out of all of them. Man, when I learned how to use this one, it made such a huge difference. This is the other one. So there's a noise gate where it tries to identify things, and it. Hang on, where's the other thing? I need this window back. Okay. It cancels them out. Or sorry, it prevents them from showing up whenever it detects them, and so if you have to go above a certain threshold for it to let things through. Hence the term noise gate. This is a noise suppression filter that does frequency analysis and removes, like, this is room noise. If I can talk like this and you can hear it, but you can hear that hissing in the background, you turn that on and it all goes away. Anyways, I digress. Hang on, my phone is doing sounds. I gotta find out what those were. All right. Where was I? Okay. Can you read this code now, Pero? Is that easier to see? I've never played Roblox. Okay. So check this out. So any means that the Mud Raptor is going to have that many inventory slots. Okay. So accessible when alive means you can't pickpocket the same thing. Okay, question. What's up? We got a question from the class. Kind of what they do anyways. Certain inventory slots are accessible and only visible by the owner of the character player, but not accessible by others. You can't. Okay, certain inventory slots are only accessible of what? Of a character's. So you have pockets they can access and pockets that you don't. I don't know. That's a tough one. To add items that cannot be. Couldn't tell you. Certain inventory slots that are punch kick. What? To items that cannot be removed to others. I don't know, man. I know that you can identify, like. Here's the thing. This is what I was trying to get at before. Oh, you're doing the thing that does the abilities based on items that you carry. Right. That's tough. Oh no, hang on. We could do it by jobs and do it like a talent. Do it like a talent. That'd be cool. Yeah. Pardon me. Sorry. Okay. So anyways, here's what I'm trying to say about the inventory, because I want to get this commonness thing out. So commonness 15 is hydroxyapatite. Commonness 5 is hydroxyapatite and diver's remains. 1 and 1 is hydroxyapatite and shell and small mud raptor egg. The probability of any of these showing up is its commonness value divided by the sum total of the commonness values there. I don't know much about talents, buddy. I haven't gone into the code yet. I'm still working on the damage bit. All right, so what's 15, 20, 20, 22? So 15 out of 22 times, it's going to spawn with just hydroxyapatite. Right? It's not 4. No, I'm not making a mud raptor. I'm just using this as a demonstration. Right? So there's 4 conditions for inventory that are here. Okay? If you were to do them 22 times, this is 15 out of 22, 5 out of 22, 1, and 1 out of 22. The 22 comes from the sum total of the commonness values. Right? Now we go back to the linear difficulty bit. Now we see common is 60, common is 5, common is 20, common is 10. Right? And so this is important because you'll start seeing nested monster events. No, the commonest value is always an integer. You can add an empty slot. In fact, when you do it like this with the Mud Raptor, right? When you say slots any, that defines 4 slots. And then when you add identifiers to them, it forces them into those slots. So yeah, that's how that one works. But notice, okay, see these nested monster events? This one says choose random equals false, right? So that means in one set of ruins, there will be this set, there will be this one, there will be this one, there will be this one, and then there's going to be this one. Now this one has choose random equals true. So within this event set, you've got this one, you got this one, you got this one, you got this one. And in this one, you got choose random equals false. So this one guarantees that both of these monster events are going to be true. Right, see how this goes? Like you can nest the monster events and control the probability and which ones are guaranteed and which ones are not so guaranteed. Now, when we go back, we look at these monsters, right? This is Rex. Here we go. So now they go with the Abyss. Oh, this one, you got a latch respond. Right? Choose random equals true, but there's only the one. So this is if your difficulty is between 10 and 20. Right? So when this level, when you hit the 20% across the level or the 3-minute mark, right? You're going to get choose random equals true. So you're going to get spinelings or crawlers or Molochs, and the Moloch spawns with a Moloch and possibly or a Moloch baby. Moloch with Moloch baby. You see how this, like, does this make sense, guys? You see how this is all happening? If there's 3 things and none of them have a commonness value and it says choose random equals true, then those things share equal probability. Oh, look at this. I lied. Commonness can be a float. I totally lied. I'm sorry about that. Oh. Notice commonness here is 0.5 and none of the other ones have a commonness rating. So it's by default 1. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 events. Okay, pop quiz Paro. We have 8 event sets here. Only one of them has a commonness value, which is defined as 0.5. What is the probability of this specific of a watcher spawning as this event set? Go. So there's, yeah. You're close. So you went in with 8 because there's 8 different events. But the thing is, the last event has a commonness of 0.5. And the rest of them have a default commonness of 1. So the total is 7.5. Right? You follow? Okay. Good. What about AI is the other thing I want to briefly discuss. AI is pretty cool because it determines what... No, commonness is whatever they want it to be. When you have multiple events in the same set and it says choose random equals true, the commonness values within that set are totaled and they determine the relative probability of each one for me. It's not... It could be, commonness could be 5, it could be 60, it could be 3.14159. It only matters what the sum total of commonness for the sets in that group that matters. That's how they're weighted. Notice, so this is pretty cool because it says this is the type of target. It could be theoretically, yes, I believe it could be. Theoretically, so this is tag equals decoy. So anything that has a decoy tag will trigger an attack with a priority of 100. Priority is kind of like commonness, except it's more static. Like they're not totaled up. It's just if this one has a higher priority than this one, or this one, or this one, or this one, like they go in, yeah, decoy suit man. But notice this: humans are only ranked 90 in priority, and decoys are 100% or 100 priority, while weapons are 100. So if you need to put your weapon away, if you want a decoy to work, because the weapon has the same priority as the decoy, and as soon as the decoy is further away, it has less priority. Anyways, I always love to know stuff that's funny, Cayenne. A hammerhead in a Galilean server squashed me when I left the sub. I found at the end of the round it was a player who respawned and took control of the hammerhead. Oh. That sounds unfun if you got squashed. Oh. Okay, that's what Galilean means. Okay. No client mods are needed. Oh. Cool. Comes after the chirp disc. I think I finished this one. I did finish this one. El Fugu. Fugu just fell off the radar, the way a lot of things do. My priority has to be making videos. But I found out that the Fugu's, the spikes are too small to do any damage. We can do another Fugu if you want. It's not a problem. It could be fun. Why not? Start another Fugu. The computer died. That's what happened to the Fugu. I had to rebuild the computer, and the hard drive is, well, sitting on my desk, right in front of me, actually. Hang on. Yeah. I'm going to show you guys something here. Maybe not. It involves a camera, and I'm scared of cameras. Oh, dude, I'm not saying I don't know how. I'm just saying, like, that's a rabbit hole and a half to go down. All right. The dead fish. Okay, tell you guys a funny story while we do this. I used to work at a pet store. PetSmart is the name of the store, and it's one of the higher quality places to work as far as pet stores go. It is good hours, flexible management, and I really enjoyed helping people with their pets. It's just a thing. Maybe it's, oh shoot, I have all my mods turned off. I'll do this here. I like splitting the motors to make the engineer have to work a little extra harder. He has to decide which way. I don't know. Why not? So anyways, fish come in on Tuesdays. And because of certain rules on the airlines, they used to fly them out, and then there was a problem with getting them out of the airport. And so now they drive them in from Hamilton. And for those of you who don't know, Hamilton's a bit of a stint away from here. Hang on. Where were we? Oh yeah, this is so yeah, we're gonna back out of there. If anybody want, oh wow, that's why the color thing's off. Day shift thing. From Hamilton, Ontario to Fredericton, NB. So yeah, it's a bit of a drive. What? Hang on. Okay, so this is where Hamilton, Ontario is. It's over here. And you have to drive all the way over. And you have to go this way, right? Because there's not a ton of highways. And you go through, what is this, Montreal, I think, over here? Wait a second, hang on. My fans are turning orange. That's not a good sign. Shoot. $48. Okay, now they're turning green again. Okay. I have my PC fan set to change color according to internal temperature. So anyways, it's about 14 hours from Hamilton to Fredericton, which is over here. Yeah, it does not like this. Look at this. Hang on. Look at 70s. It does not like Google Earth. Yeah, we're gonna turn that shit off before I fry a fucking CPU. Look, back 68, 67, 66, 65. Wow. It did not like that at all. What about, I have Earth installed. Imagine being the one driving the front and cats start getting on your car. Yeah, that's the weird thing. I wonder if it has anything to do. I've been dicking around with my graphic settings here. What's this? Never used that setting before. Challenge accepted. Did you take the heatsink off? Well, if you didn't take the heatsink off, you weren't trying that hard. Oh, that's scary. Jeez. You gotta clean these things, man. I have no idea what most of these settings are doing. I'm guessing. If I said I'm certain that I know what these are doing, I have no idea. Huh. Yes. Cancel. Oh shit, we're an hour and 21 minutes into the stream. I really shouldn't have started a sub. The streams are gonna be earlier, guys, because I'm starting, hopefully starting a job next week. We'll see how that goes. Interview's still up in the air, but I think it went really, really well. And yeah, fingers crossed. Don't worry, I'll still have my love for you guys. We're gonna do stuff in the evenings, but it's going to be they're going to be earlier because I can't keep doing the midnight thing if I'm getting up for like a 7:30 shift. Yeah, I'm working on that, Kyan. I promise, okay? Alright, guys. I apologize for the abrupt cutoff, but you might have noticed a theme. You guys have a wonderful evening. And don't forget the most important part of the whole thing. Stay nerdy, friends.